man who wanted to go 50-50 with me was a waste of time.
Retweet, absolute waste of time. One of my first dates of the year was with a man who didn't even just try to split the bill with me, but he tried to make me cover more of the bill. I matched with this cute guy on Hinge. He's financially successful, which is important to the story. He picks a coffee shop right by my house. Green flag, he's making this super convenient for me. So we meet up for the date and I get there for coffee and he's already drinking the coffee. It was a little weird, but I went in and I got my own matcha. I paid for it. He didn't even offer to. Thought that was a little odd, but I was like, okay, whatever. Maybe he's just feeling it out. It's a coffee date, whatever. We talked for a couple of hours. The vibes were good. And he asks me if I'm hungry because he wants to eat. I really wasn't hungry. It was 3 p.m. But anyway, we go to this fast casual restaurant. He orders a burger, fries, and a beer. And I order a Diet Coke and I said I'd have a couple of the fries. We're having great conversation, and towards the end of the meal, I go to the bathroom. I didn't think anything of this. I totally expected him to pay for the bill. Come back from the bathroom, he's holding the bill, waiting for me, and asks if we can go Dutch. If you're asking me on a date, then I believe you should be paying the bill. It's your plan. Not only that, but by paying for the bill, you're showing me that you value me and my time. So I was like, what the hell? Like, if you weren't feeling a vibe with me after a coffee, why would you then take me to eat and then ask me to pay for the meal? Like, what the hell? Anyway, one of the things that we talked about were different ways to deal with anxiety and depression. And I told him that I read a study where if you hug someone for 10 seconds a day, it alleviates some anxiety. So we go to leave and I give him the quickest hug because I couldn't believe that he just made me pay for that. I also had this look on my face because I really cannot hide my emotions when I'm disappointed. And he's like, you're not going to give me a 10-second hug? Absolutely not. I never talked to that man again. That was a complete waste of my time. If a man cannot even cover a Diet Coke and a coffee, how are you expecting to build any sort of life with me?
You know, I want to say that, I want to preface that I've always paid for all my dates. But I think the dating scene is a lot worse and a lot different, especially with how women treat men. You always get these women that say they want equality, they want to be treated like an equal, that they don't need no man, right? They make their own money. That you are courting them, that you have to put in the effort. We have women that have a laundry list for men. They say that that you are taking their time. You are asking for their time. You think about this. They always say that if you're the person who asks for a date, you should pay. But that's a stupid statement because 99% of the time men ask for the date. Women don't ask men out. And I've seen videos, or I know people, women, that say that they would never ask for a date. They would never go up to a man and ask for him. Even if they like him. You will give signals to make that man or persuade that man to come to you to ask. So you're pretty much saying that if you ask for the date, you should pay for it. But I'm not going to ever ask for the date. So technically, you will always have to pay for it. It's the mental gymnastic that goes to that is stupid. But that's one thing. I just think women don't understand the ramifications of the things they've said and the things they've done. Why do you think everyone say chivalry's dead and women have killed it? Being a gentleman just gets you nowhere. It gets you nowhere. More and more men are realizing it. That being, you're truly a nice guy, truly a decent man, gets you nowhere. Also, the women don't understand the degree of effort a man has to go through in the dating process and the investment that comes with it comes out to be nothing. There are women that will go out with a man on a date. He pays for everything, and she gives him no. She pretty much does nothing. He gets nothing from it at the end, because you will probably won't see him again. So he's out of that money, out of his time. And what does a woman get? She got the attention. She got a free meal. Okay? What does a man get, right? He just lost out. So that was a losing investment for a man. Women don't understand the effort and the heartbreak it is for those lost investments. We never sympathize how, with the dating scene for men. Because, again, a lot of times men fail in dates. You get nowhere. You go nowhere. I just saw a clip where a man planned for dates, paid for everything, be smooth, brought her flowers, all this stuff, being a gentleman. After 2 dates, he wanted a kiss. She didn't want to give him a kiss. She just gave him a quick hug. And she also said that it felt the effort he was putting in was very love bombing, right? It's too much. So, she wasn't, if you see my other video, you'll see another video, is that she wasn't really that interested. But when he didn't continue with the next date, she wondered why. That's why women, they put so little care into the effort that a man does when it comes to the dating process. And then in the comments, it's saying they're strangers. Men are not old to kiss. They're not old to kiss, right? But they're owed effort. They should owe an equal amount of effort given, in a relationship, in the dating process. You're both two strangers. So technically, we're both two strangers. One person is paying, other person is not. A woman and most of the time, men is asking the questions, men's trying to make that effort. We don't have that now. Women are expecting our men to continue, trying to make the conversation, trying to get to know the person, trying to make that show the interest, while we're not getting that in return. People don't understand the hardship when it comes to the dating scene, especially for men. They don't even understand the investment men make in the dating scene. So I think it's ridiculous that women are complaining that now men are trying to kind of even the playing field. That now we're both trying to make the equal amount of effort. Okay? If I'm trying to get to know you, you're trying to get to know me. That's always equal playing field. Now, I'm not just paying for a date that who knows if it's going to go anywhere. We're both paying for the date. So we're both putting that investment into this date. So if it goes nowhere, well, we're both out of the money that we invested into trying to get to know each other. I see a lot of men now doing that. Although, it's not going to, increase your chance with women, because women are just crazy in that sense that they're making just as much money as men now and say they don't need men, but they still expect men to pay for all dates. And if they offer and you take it up on their offer, you're not going to get a second date. It's just the hypocrisy, the delusion, the mental gymnastics when it comes to the dating scene with women is crazy. It's really crazy.
Listening to him, I feel like from what he's saying, how he's moving, how he's talking about it, you want to manipulate. You want someone that's easy to control.
Women are very upset when men have standards and preferences. When I see that clip, I hear a man who has preferences on women. But
He's
a lot
solely
of women,
basing it on younger women.
that's his preference.
Yeah.
Just like how y'all base quality of men off of their height without
And
even
money.
knowing them, and money. That's his preference. And what happens is a lot of women feel disqualified by what he said because they might not be in that age bracket. So now they feel like, damn,
No.
like
You got
I
it
feel
with the height.
disqualified. Like, now they judging off their height, not even the quality of man. How they
know
gonna
what's
treat
funny,
you?
though?
Like.
I came to the realization today that I have a really problematic view about men, and more specifically men as fathers. Because tell me why I was scrolling through Facebook and I came across this gender reveal party, and I was watching the father for his reaction, and when he found out he was having a boy, I got secondhand embarrassment from how hard he was celebrating over the fact that he's gonna have a boy. Like, I couldn't just let him have his moment of being excited to be a father. Like, I had to scrutinize every little detail. And I was convinced that this man is probably just a sexist who hates women and hates girls, and that's why he wants a boy. But then, like, he can't win, because if he found out he was having a girl and he was celebrating that hard over having a baby girl, I would automatically assume he was a predator. I would be like, got him, lock him up. Like, no, that's it.